what we're doing today is adding to our garden some dino tree kale from seed, directly from seed in this window box. And I'm going to add a couple of the seeds into our strawberry container just to see what happens, see if they grow, and also just in case, as a backup, our dino tree kale cuttings don't do well, we have a backup plan. Now, along with this dino tree kale, we have some damaged broccoli that was directly grown from seed. Many of you would probably get rid of this, but due to the food shortage we are having out here with produce and even meats, there is no time to waste, and especially with food. Now, we can live without food for a couple of weeks or so, but we never can live without water, right? So just in case, we're going to keep it and see how it does. I did this before, but I want to test it out with and see what happens. So we're going to go ahead and directly sow. I have about 9 seeds in my hand here that I'm going to directly sow. And now I'm just going to cover it up. Just lightly, tap it down and leave it alone. Now let's go and directly sow in our strawberry container. And let me see, as I move this out of the way, you can see the soil is nice and damp and nice and fluffy and whatnot. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna put the seeds, drop the seeds in here. I have about like 7 seeds, and they might germinate slowly. I'm just gonna pat it down like that and leave it alone for now and let the nature do its thing. So we'll see what happens, guys. Now, I want to also show you guys the Moret tree collar. I know some of you are probably wondering what's going on, and also give an update on our dino tree kale that is struggling a little bit. Now that you see our Moret tree collar, this is one of the things that we have done since we gave our yearly review on the tree collar. We basically gave it some amendments by feeding it Azomia rock dust for mineralization, mycorrhizae for fungal and root development, and also we gave it calcium using oyster meal. And that's a yearly thing that we have been doing. You can give it oyster meal every 6 months if you want to, but I waited for a whole year and decided to go ahead and give it some now. Only thing that has been going on with the Moret tree collar is has been getting eaten on by cabbage moth and its worms. There has not been any eggs or aphids on our tree collar. I do a daily routine of checking on it just to make sure. The only thing I could think of with these tiny holes, as you see here, is spider mites or some type of spider. We do have spider webs that that be in our garden a lot, and especially there be, I can tell in the morning that spiders has been around because of webs and all that. Other than that, that's the only thing, but there's a lot of new leaf growth here and branching, so this is going to help us with new cuttings. Hopefully we can give away in the future. So as you see, it's fine. I do want to show you all our dino kale. So our plan for our dino kale is to let it grow right now in this container. The unfortunate thing that's been going on is me getting eaten on. It was in the shade in the summer, so it was getting like morning sun, afternoon shade. But we noticed that the cabbage worms has been eating on this, and unfortunately we lost a lot of leaves. It's still growing, but slowly. So it's going to take several months for the roots to get strong and develop. We're going to leave it in this 1 gallon container. We lost one due to damage, some stem damage. And what we think has happened, that a bug or some type of pest ate in like a hollow, into a hollow hole in the inside, made a hollow hole in the inside of it and just killed it that way, because we was barely watering the Moret tree collar because that's what the directions said to do. So unfortunately one died, but this one is doing okay. Our plan is to put both of them in a 15-gallon container. So as you see here, we're gonna prep this one here soon. Oh, right here, y'all looking at my little stirring stick here for our fertilizer. We stir in a 5-gallon bucket or that 20-gallon. And here is the other dino kale. As you can see, it's been getting chewed on. Unfortunately, it looks like it's dead, but it's not. So, and then I want to show you the results of the Moret tree collar cutting. Oh, not cutting, but other tree collar that we had that go from seed that's also been getting chewed on. So neem oil is going to be next. We do sometimes use that 7 dust as well on the leaves and don't eat from it for a while. So there's a lot of different things you can do to prevent a lot of damage, but unfortunately it's a brassica, so the cabbage moths and cabbage worms is going to eat on it for sure. So this is an update on our tree collards. We still have more to add to our garden.